God, it bothers me so much. I don't know what needs to change or how it can change.
Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we will be talking to you about Jennette McCurdy breaking her silence on the iCarly reboot. Jennette McCurdy, the iCarly phenomenon, has broken her silence regarding the hellish period she had on the renowned Nickelodeon program following its spectacular comeback. McCurdy, a 28-year-old TV personality, featured as Sam Puckett on the preteen comedy iCarly from 2007 to 2014.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Have you ever wondered how to end procrastination and self-sabotage so you can unleash your full potential to live the life you deserve? #1 best-selling author and high-performance coach Peter Sage is hosting a free webinar where he'll teach you how to increase your wealth with less time and struggle, and also how to hyper-boost your growth and success so you can finally break out of any rut you find yourself in. Right now, Peter and his team are offering a free $100 gift to anyone who doesn't find his webinar as the best use of their time within the last 5 years. Now, let's get back to the video.
But the experience made her detest her life, as she recently described on her podcast Empty Inside. Jennette McCurdy admitted that growing up on the popular Nickelodeon show had a negative impact on her mental health, and as a result, her self-image. Fans of Nickelodeon's iCarly quickly fell in love with the program and its characters, so it's no surprise that they're wondering why Sam Puckett, one of the show's most prominent characters, won't be making an appearance. Jennette remained silent on Instagram as the rest of the show's cast members posted teasers. Fans were furious and worried about Jennette's whereabouts until they learned that she would not be returning to the show at all. The show will certainly be different without Sam, one of its key stars, but there's no reason to make this transaction any bigger than it has to be. Social media instantly swarmed with comments stating the obvious, such as fans won't watch if Sam doesn't return, and the program won't be the same without Sam. While such remarks are unavoidable, fans must understand that their amusement should not take precedence over the actor's mental health and overall happiness. Let's see what the rest of the iCarly crew has to say about Sam's absence. When it was first revealed that iCarly would return on Paramount Plus with 3 of its original cast members, there was one concern on everyone's mind. How would the cast write off Sam? That answer, as promised by Miranda Cosgrove, also known as Carly, appears in the very first episode of the reboot. Miranda first revealed that they discussed the Sam Puckett character, and where she is in the pilot episode a lot. She went on to say that her character Carly still loves Sam, and will always love him. Sam was briefly mentioned on June 17 in the premiere of iCarly Reboot. Carly revealed Sam's whereabouts during a talk with Freddie. "I just want to make things again." Carly admitted, to which Freddie replied, "You don't need a partner to do that." Carly replied, "Yeah, I don't need a partner. I need Sam." But she's off following her bliss with that biker gang. The biker gang in the series is called the Obliterators. "Hope she's okay," Freddie claimed. Carly responded, "It's Sam. I hope they're okay." So, yeah, Sam is enjoying her best life in a biker gang, which is very appropriate for the character, as any fan of the original iCarly would know. Trainer, on the other hand, stated that while the pilot episode sheds light on Sam's absence, it does not delve too deeply in order to honor McCurdy's desires. Trainer went on to say that Jennette McCurdy opted to leave acting and is doing well in her own world, and that the cast is very proud of her. He expressed before adding that Jennette would always remain a member of the family. He went on to say that the absence of McCurdy's role has allowed them the opportunity to introduce new characters and introduce some new and surprising plots and voices. Meanwhile, the original cast has stated that Jennette's return to the show is always possible. So, what did Jennette McCurdy have to say about the upcoming iCarly reboot? Let's see how it goes.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. How would you feel knowing that you could pay every bill you have right now as well as any future bills that come in? Commission Hero is a proven system that has helped over 8,000 people earn upwards of $1,000 a day or more. The best part is that there is zero experience needed to get started. In this free training, Robbie Blanchard and his team will teach you the top 3 secrets to how and why this system works, and how it can also work for you. Join the thousands of people who have found success and financial freedom using Commission Hero. Right now, the first 100 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now let's get back to the video.
The child actor claimed on her podcast that she struggled to play a character who was so unlike McCurdy, and that gaining popularity for her role as Sam left her feeling nothing but ashamed. McCurdy told her listeners that she was quite upset while on the show when speaking with filmmakers Ryan Nicholas and Joshua Fields Milburn. "I was a famous 19-year-old, but I was miserable. I truly despise my life. It's a difficult thing to say since the shows that I was on were so loved by so many people and so many kids." The actor continued, "I'm continually told, you made my childhood, and although I think it's wonderful that they had that experience, it wasn't mine." She went on to say that the show was pointless and shallow, and that she struggled a lot with shame and guilt while on set. "It was simply awful, I believe. Isn't too strong a word. Nobody knew who I was. I was nothing like the role I was portraying. I'm recognized for being something I'm not." McCurdy's terrible experiences on the iCarly show eventually pushed her to abandon her acting profession, and the former TV star has now stated that she never wanted to pursue an acting career in the first place. "I needed to get away from my mental health and overall peace of mind. In many ways, I despise my job." So, Jennette frequently found herself in jobs where the character she represented was nothing like her, and this at a young age. It was exhausting because the young star was already experiencing mental disorders like anxiety, which Jennette is upfront about having. The thought of acting brings up bad memories for her, and it is considerable to think about the emotional damage that acting has brought her at such a young age. Just like every other normal kid, Jennette should have been spending her childhood days outside with friends, but instead, at such a young age, she was working as much as the average adult and will forever be reminded of it. Jennette spent her whole childhood doing something she wasn't passionate about, and of course, for the same reason, she does not want to come back for the iCarly reboot. Jennette clarifies that she initially didn't want to act, but her mom put her in it when she was only 6, and by the time she became 10 or 11, she was the main financial support for her family. Spending years doing something uninteresting, just for the sake of money, undoubtedly has to be damaging to a child. Jennette has since quit acting altogether and has no intentions of getting back into the industry. Jennette wanted to further explore her passion in writing and directing. She wanted to strengthen her podcast, and Jennette is taking the time to finally do what she actually wants to. Fans need to realize that being famous at a young age can have long-term negative effects after all. It is not the actual picture-perfect life that the media constantly portrays it to be. Jennette illustrates her experience with acting in that it was embarrassing, and I imagine there is a very different experience to be had with acting if you are proud of your roles and you feel fulfilled by them. People saw Jennette as her character Sam on iCarly, which is nothing like who she truly is. Though she is an extraordinary actress, she got into the industry very young, and undoubtedly it has impacted her mind up to this day. Jennette made a good decision, not returning for the show, and fans need to support her on it, not bring her down due to a lack of understanding of the circumstances. The name that most Nickelodeon kids are sadly all too familiar with is Dan Schneider, and it has been revealed recently how this producer's overall presence and disgusting actions made many child stars uncomfortable. Undoubtedly, he plays a big part in the reason Jennette resents her Nickelodeon days so much. Going out of her way, she has even described Dan as emotionally abusive, and by the looks of it, many other Nickelodeon stars can agree. People all over the social media and internet are bringing many never-before-seen videos to light showing Dan's true colors. Though many of the recordings are too upsetting to see, it's easy to see why Jennette could have unpleasant memories of working with him at a young age and will do anything to avoid returning. It is painfully obvious that fans are not upset because they care about Jennette and her mental health, but they just want good entertainment. If fans truly did care about her, they would not irritate her with comments and would actually support her decision while she is doing the thing she actually enjoys. Jennette has made this decision rightfully just to benefit herself, and so she deserves no questions to be asked, and for fans to respect her decision. Jennette is finally out of that bad spotlight vibe after years of burning up under it, and true fans are really proud of her. It's time to support Jennette with whatever she decides to do next, and no one is bringing her down for choosing her own happiness. Jennette said that she is much happier now than she used to be, and it can be seen in her podcast and on her social media as well. And with that being said, it's time to end our video, but before that, we want to know how you feel about this. Do you support Jennette's decision to quit acting? Or do you think that she was just going through her hustling time and could be a big superstar if she continued acting? You know what to do. See you in the comments section. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you in the next video.